languages. A lot of people have their different languages that they work with. Nigeria is no different. We've heard that in Nigeria we have over 500 dialects that we use. But these over 500 dialects, you find people who can't even speak one. They even avoid trying. All they want to do is speak English. And unfortunately, even the English language, a lot of young people can't even speak very well anymore. So what truly is happening? What is the fate of our languages? What is the fate of our history? That is our focus today on the program Our History. I welcome you. My name is Cordelia Obey. Let's find out some of the things behind the challenges we are facing today concerning our languages.
Our History.
Hello. Hello.
Also. But what my man sọ pé irú nísìn kíni ìgbálẹ̀ lè máa ń pè lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wọ́n ní ọwọ́ ẹ máa bẹ́ẹ̀ ọwọ́ irú fami tẹ́ fi ń fa omi yẹn ìfami lè máa ń pè wọ́n ní igbá ẹ mọ̀ pé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ní igbá fami ìṣẹ̀dá ẹ máa pè ní ìfami àwọn ní igbá.
Human beings interact among themselves on a daily basis in different ways.
Things are not really moving the way they should.
In a family, the husband and wife communicate with each other in the language they both understand on how to build a strong and healthy family. Without communication, they cannot build a healthy family. Communication is said to be a process of transferring information from one place to another, or from one person to another, through a channel with possibilities of getting feedbacks. People communicate with one another for different purposes. It can be in form of sign language, body language, facial expression, use of telecommunication, and the internet. But the most commonly used form of communication is language. Language can be in form of using words spoken with the hand gestures and sometimes structured with grammar. Every community adapts to different dialects to communicate with one another. However, each language is unique to the people who express themselves in it.
Language is a way of expressing our feelings. It is a system anyway. It's a systematic way of using words, signs or symbols to express our thoughts and feelings. Everything.
There are different accounts on the origin of human language. The earliest account evolved from the Bible, which states that in ancient times, man had a universal language which was confused and became diversified at the Tower of Babel. While the natural evolution hypothesis holds that at some point in their evolutionary development, humans acquired a more sophisticated brain which made language invention and learning possible.
God gives languages. There's some languages that we can call artificial languages, and these are languages like Pidgin and Creole. When Pidgin develops to a certain extent that it's established in society, recognized by the government, it becomes Creole. have Creole language in Cote d'Ivoire, and we have some in Sierra Leone, and even the pidgin in Wari is almost becoming a Creole language.
There are different schools of thought that believe that in some years' time, some languages would go extinct. And come to think of it, some languages have gone extinct. Whose fault? If you go into some homes today, you'll find the parents talking to the children in their dialects. And then, in replying, the children reply in English. In some homes, you hear the parents say things like, "No speaking in vernacular." In some schools, if you speak vernacular, you will pay a fine. So where do the children speak their languages? Whose fault is it? Is it the fault of the parent, or the fault of the children, or the society generally? Let's find out.
Our history.
Regardless of whether language was a special gift from God, a natural evolutionary acquisition, or an ingenious human invention, what is not in doubt is that there are a variety of languages in the world. And although many languages are different from one another in lexis and structure, all languages are said to possess the same creative potential.
Communication involves a way of disseminating information. It involves more than one person. It involves up to 2 or 3 people, and in communication there must be a feedback. If there are no feedbacks, then there is no communication.
Nigeria, a country in western part of Africa, has over 521 spoken languages. The languages are classified into 3 broad linguistic groups: Niger-Congo, Nilo-Saharan, and Afro-Asiatic. Some of Nigerian languages are Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, Ibibio, Kanuri, Kwa, Efik, Tiv, and Idoma, to mention just a few.
Ẹja mo dẹ̀ mítà ni mo fẹ́ jẹ́ ká bá mi ká rẹ̀ já èyí báyìí ṣáwá èyí mo mítà gbódò àti ṣáwá èyí mi mítà nọ rẹ̀ jẹ́ ká bá mi ká rà á ń ṣe o ọdún àwọn alálà mọ́ àdọ́kọ lọ́lá ni ẹ̀bẹ̀yìn.
I'm from Abuja cattle ranch. So in my dad, if you say you want to go market tomorrow, you go say, that's I'll go market tomorrow.
People in the rural communities speak their dialect more than the people in the cities who adopt English